Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Leighton's Loft, our weekly podcast about cards, business, life. And wait, where is it, Dougie? Can you toss it over to me? And
t-shirts. I've been hearing talk about t-shirts.
T-shirts, and we have a wonderful gift from Mama Rush. Oh dear, Christmas. Mama Rush sent down, oh my God, a 5-pound bag of,
oh my God,
the new age current grape Swedish fish. Just to be clear, this is made by Finney.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with their products, but I'll tell you, it starts off with good old sugar, corn syrup, and you gotta love when the third one is modified cornstarch. It's not good enough just to have cornstarch, which I don't know much about. They modified it for me.
All right, how many pounds of grape Swedish fish have you got there?
So we have 5 pounds, but this is what I love.
5 pounds.
Serving size is 5 pieces. Approximate servings per container is 76. Let me tell you something. If you ate 76 servings of this, you'll be in the hospital.
How many calories per serving?
100.
Okay.
And by the way, if you eat just one single serving of 5 pieces, you've taken up 37% of the sugars you're supposed to have for the day. So that's including, like, if you have natural sugar, and it doesn't matter. So let's just say that I can have a portion of 1. I'm gonna have to do these in little Ziploc bags at home. My wife's gonna look at me like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" Oh my God! Thank you very much, Mama Rush.
A serving is 5 of them? Just 5 of them?
I know. You couldn't do 7, a half dozen even?
Yeah, thank you, Tom. Geez, cut the sugar down a little bit. I think everyone will survive.
I do 2.5 fish a day.
That's what I'm thinking. Sam just said he could do 2.5 fish a day. Oh man, it is nice to be here on a Wednesday afternoon in the office with everybody, of course, physically here in person. Thank you, Susan, as well as virtually online. Appreciate everyone joining us here on Leighton's Loft, our weekly podcast. You can find us on Facebook, on our Vintage Breaks YouTube page, and then of course afterwards when our compadre Lou uploads it to the podcast universe. Lou, what are some of the places they can find us on?
They can find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. Those are the big ones. And then there's 5 others. There's Breaker and Pocket Cast and a couple others. I don't even know it doesn't matter. Apple Podcasts.
So
Spotify.
Out of curiosity, Lou, certainly this is not rehearsed, but do you happen to know, for some of our better shows, what is, let's say, the uploads, or have you looked at all? Or how do they judge viewership? Is it by an upload, a listen? How does that work?
Listens, you want the audio only or the total of all our areas?
I guess total.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for.
We're looking at about, on an average broadcast, we're looking at 5,000 to 6,000.
That's pretty good.
Maybe 7,000 a broadcast, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, of course, now is a perfect time then to talk about this week's sponsors, Vintage Breaks and Just Collect, seeing as I didn't realize that many people may be listening.
Yeah.
And so one of the key things, Lou, we've talked about this time and time again, is that if you listen here live versus listening to it afterwards, you have the chance to engage with us live. But more importantly, right, everyone likes free stuff.
Yep.
So this week in particular, Dougie, we're going to give away 7 prizes. First place is going to be, hey, what's up, Donald? Thanks for joining us. Logan, welcome. Hey, Ken, we're going to give away a $100 break credit. And the reason why we're going so big is because we have the big event ending this Sunday, Sam, 10 o'clock Eastern time. So if you take that $100, Lou, and you spend it before Sunday, You're not only going to get to partake in $100 worth of breaks on us here, courtesy of Vintage Breaks and Just Collect and Otia Sports, but you're also going to have a chance to win one of dozens of prizes this Sunday by entering and making some purchases with us. So you can find out all of the prizes we're offering on our event page at event.vintagebreaks.com.
And if you go to last week's episode, J5 and I went through it at the beginning of the show. So everything coming up for the big event here. So get the credit, spend it before Sunday.
Excellent. Well, good to hear that, Daniel. Bad time for me. So Daniel says on Facebook, I believe, I'm not sure if it's I think it's the Vintage Breaks page. Daniel says, "Oh man, I stopped eating any sugar a month ago, and all my vitals have improved drastically."
Yeah.
So if that's the case, I'll be going 180 opposite, based on what I just read from that bag. And so, if you guys notice, office, if you're paying attention, I see Chris is on the phone here. I won't be bringing that home. And no offense to Mama Rush, but the thing is, if you watch a movie, like who the fuck is counting? Oh, I've hit 5 fish. There's my, like, no one does that in good conscience. So I could be like 27 servings in, Lou, and then my wife could come home. Like, she don't know if they'll be dead or just like, too much sugar coma. It's not good. I shouldn't even joke about it. With Crosby's condition, I feel terrible.
So
I can't bring that home.
Sounds like it's 380 Swedish fish. So that are in that bag. So what would be the over-under for when that bag is empty?
Well, I'm leaving it in the office, so that's to discuss with the office. I don't know if you heard Sam. He asked, when would the bag be empty, like an over-under? I said,
I think last time it took about a month.
A month in the office?
Yeah, I think that was everyone like taking like a few.
Well, I'm gonna bet under.
Yeah, that would be 10. That would be just a little over 10 a day. So
that's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go under.
How about June 15th?
I got the whole office on a health kick.
Oh no!
That's not good to have that in here then.
June 15th.
Hey, I got tuna coming for lunch. Just straight up tuna.
June 15th would be over a month, so we need to go like June 3rd or first, second, or third, somewhere in there for the over under.
I like that, Lou. So anyway, first place will be that $100 break credit. Thanks for participating in today's show. We appreciate you joining us.
How do you cut out sugar, Leighton? How do you cut out sugar? There's sugar in everything. How can you?
Well, I think there's a difference, and I'm not sure what Daniel was referring to. There's a difference between if you're eating, for example, a piece of chicken that has some sauce and maybe there's some sugar in it,
right,
versus having, for example, I don't know, multiple servings of grape Swedish fish in a given night.
When sugar is the first ingredient, that's a problem.
Yeah, like it didn't even say, like I would have rather it said grape fucking food coloring. Instead, nope, sugar. I have no idea how it became grape, which is why I was thinking grape food coloring would be first.
So you haven't opened that yet. We don't know how.
No. Listen, that's another thing too. We got to open it. Like if we open it this week, it's definitely going to accelerate the rate because of the big event. Everyone's going to be working extra. So I feel like if we can keep the seal, not like basically don't break the seal before Sunday, we have a fighting chance to get the over of that June date. It's good to be back in the office today, folks. Second place in the
Mrs. Rush says Doug can't have any. Doug,
here is second place in today's promotion. Brand spanking new Vintage Breaks t-shirt. If you'd like to get some yourself or get one, we have them available on our site. I think they're $20 delivered. Yes. We have multiple sizes in stock. We're going to be not, of course, just giving them away on today's show, but we're going to be giving it away. This is a fun announcement for us. Next weekend, we're going to be setting up at our first convention in, I don't even know, Lou. I would say over a year, I think at this point. And it's going to be in Chantilly, Virginia. You can check out the details of that by looking at our travel schedule on our website at justcollect.com. But I'll be heading out there. Mr. Gilmore will be heading out there. Dougie Fresh will be heading out there. Potentially some guests, but surprise guests. I don't know if they'll be athletes or celebs. We don't know. I don't want to say. But it's going to be a great time. If nothing else, and you're in the vicinity, come on by. Say hi. I think it's going to be a lot of fun at the show.
It's going to be a warm-up, hopefully, for the National, hopefully.
Kev just really hit a soft spot here. He says, if you pay for your employees' health care, and by the way, if you worked here long enough, we do.
It's a good point.
I'd recommend not leaving that bag in the office. Jesus, criminy, man. Now I got to watch out the candy. You can't eat old gum. I remember, and by the way, Marlene, I love you, but it's my wife's sister-in-law. So Marlene is, married to Julie's brother. Wonderful woman. So if she's listening, I want her to know we're starting off with that. Great mother, very intelligent woman. She's very, let's just say, into the environment.
Okay.
And on occasion,
nothing wrong with that.
Who's going to be hating on the environment, of course. On occasion, though, it can be a little neurotic. And so I'm going to get to what I'm talking about, which
word, but
yeah. So which is water. So she said, hey, she starts off, this is always how it is. Hey, she's at our home. Do you have such and such like Brita filter so-and-so for your, your water at home? I said, no, I don't. But what I do have is I have the Poland Spring, water thingy.
Yep.
It's not a lot of money. It just, that's how I like, we drink our water. I'm thinking the conversation's over. Like we're moving on to a lot better stuff, right? Her kids,
yep.
Our son, I don't know, just like a good movie, a nice TV show. What have you been drinking? What's going on? She's like, wait, you're not talking about the big bottles of Poland Spring, water, the 5-gallon juggers. And I said, yeah, it's right here. She said, well, did you know that they, they keep them in the trucks and the plastic and you can't drink that. And I said, well, what do you drink in your house? Well, this is what I'm telling you to buy. You got to get the hose to do the thing. And I said, oh, okay. So for like a few days after that, I wouldn't drink the water in our house. And Julie's like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Why are you not drinking the water? I noticed like, I don't understand. So I explained to her what happened. And I happened to have a doctor's appointment within a few days. Yeah. And after that, and I think for whatever reason, maybe it was like with Kraz, and we asked the doctor, Dr. Posner, we love you. We asked Dr. Posner basically about my increasing, let's say, nervousness and comfortability with water.
Okay.
And so she went, I mean, she's great. You think, someone with some good, like dry humor and they make you laugh. Yeah. And she said, oh, did she tell you about, the air problem? And at first I go, oh, like the air problem. Like, I know certain parts of the country it can be difficult. She's like, no, she's like, just, all air. She's like, you got to be breathing bottled air now. And I realized she's fucking with me. And I'm like, all right, doc. So I guess what you're saying is stop listening to Marlena, my mother or our mother-in-law, and just get back on the train of sanity.
Well, I've got it worse than you. My girlfriend's 15-year-old daughter is politicking for a Kanga water filter. I don't know if you've ever heard of these things.
No, but please tell me.
Well,
I'd like to talk to Marlena about it.
All I need to tell you about it is it runs about $5,000.
Oh. Lou, I got to tell you, I was actually pretty hungry for lunch right before that comment. Yeah. I didn't make the mistake to ask Marlena what this project would cost.
Yep.
Let's just say they do okay.
Just a little
box. Need to get into details.
Just a little box on the side of the sink. You hook
5 large.
5 large. Yeah. Just so you can have 8.5 pH water.
No, I know, and hopefully the air is right behind that.
Exactly.
If water is $5,000, what's the air thing going to cost you? 25 large?
Yeah.
So anyway, the last 5 prizes today in our promo on Leighton's Loft are going to be BAM spots known as the Breakomaniacs Appreciation promo that'll be concluding this Sunday. Dougie Fresh and Sam. Someone's going to walk away, what is it, 1,500 in break credit?
Yep.
Very exciting. All you have to do is be chilling with us, commenting, and along the way, you may earn 1 or several spots in the Breakomaniacs Appreciation promo. Well, those or that prize and more is going to be given away this Sunday starting at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. And I would say if you have not had the chance to participate with us on one of our final weekends of our big event, or for that matter, the final day, the last few hours, I encourage you to do so, and please join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. Andy, I'll give you a shout shortly after the Loft is over today. Thanks for being patient. So those are the prizes for today's show. Now, I wanted to do a little bit of a personal break here, Lou. We haven't ever had this product before in stock. I know people have been very into the Chronicles line from Panini. It's pretty cool. This one in particular is 2020. So I believe you potentially can get Dominguez sign rookies, even though it won't have his in Yankee uniform. I like how Chronicles mixes it up. And so, Lou, what I'm going to do is I believe there's 4 packs. Now, Dougie, have you come up with the first question for today?
I have.
You have?
Yes.
So Dougie, Lou, is going to ask a trivia question. Okay. I don't know if you have a backup one. And if you don't, if you could maybe work on it. But I'd like to give away a few packs in this box, and I'm going to start opening it now.
Now, I know you asked for a specific player for Dougie. Do you need a specific player? Because I have trivia questions in the hold.
No, not at all. Nothing specific whatsoever.
All right. I'll have one.
Great. So
Doug is going to have to monitor the comments on.
So Dougie, if you could basically fire away with the question loudly,
Okay.
and then before you do, we'll just have Lou reiterate the rules to everyone, how it's what we see on our stream and all that good stuff, Lou.
Yeah, we're in several remote places. We're
All right,
broadcasting
guys.
over 3 platforms, and so where it comes in on everybody's screen can be a little bit different. So Doug is going to be looking at the comments. Whatever sequence they show up on his screen, that's going to be the winner. May not show up the screen on yours. So, just have a Swedish fish and calm down.
Always a need for Swedish fish. So, Doug, without further ado, if you could both please ask it verbally, and then hopefully have it written in the chat so that you could put it in there as well. First person that we see come through on Leighton's Loft feed on Facebook only will have a chance to win pack number 1, which I'm about to open, out of 2020 Chronicles right here on the Loft.
All right, guys. When Mickey Mantle was first sent down by the Yankees to the minor leagues, what minor league team was he sent down to?
Great question, Dougie. If you could put that in the chat as well, please.
Jed Clampett. I don't think that's the answer. Just going to say.
What do we got so far, Dougie?
Let's
Got a bunch of answers.
Clippers, Oklahoma, Tulsa.
We will wait as Dougie keeps us posted.
Gus Tangelis got it. It was the Kansas City Blues.
Kansas City Blues going out to Gus T. Pack number 1. Good luck. All right. So, Lou, maybe I should change the
You got to bring the desktop up to the
click
top.
the eyeball, right?
Yeah.
So, Sam, if you could check in with J5
Yep.
about something I was talking to him about earlier. I don't know why I have. There we go. Great.
All right.
Oops,
hang on. There we go.
All right, we're going to open the pack with Gus and the rest of the community. Hey, what's up, Nikki? I hope you're going to be at the Philly show in June. That'll be our second show. What's up, Melch? It's good to see Nikki.
Yeah.
All right, Nolan Arenado. Wow, apparently Nolan Arenado again. Bryce.
Oh, love Bryce Harper.
I'm looking forward to seeing a ball game in person, Lou. I got to tell you.
Yep.
I've been getting close to saying, hey, honey, I'm just going to go one morning.
I'm going to head out to Worcester to see the new ballpark for the Woo Sox, the Red Sox new AAA affiliate in Worcester.
Ooh, take a couple pics and put it on our Facebook page. That'd be cool, Lou.
Yep.
KH Kim. Very cool, Nick. Looking forward to seeing it. I love Obsidian. Alex Bredman.
No trash can in that picture.
Oh, this is nice. I like that, Lou. Juan Soto. I don't know if this is just the base. I think it is an unparalleled base. Tell you, I watched some of Soto against the Yanks. His stance is insane.
Yeah, it is. But he is a hell of a player. He's just
He's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I don't think people quite get how good he is yet. And
He's a great hitter, and he's really young, Lou.
Yep.
Congrats, Gus.
Hi, Ken. Yeah, you're on the right feed. Hi, Chef.
There you go, Dougie. Hey, what's up, Chef? What's going on, Jim?
Yeah, right.
Now, I wonder if I do a random here. I'm going to see if I can give away a pack number 2 of just someone watching. Because you can't do random on YouTube, right, Lou? I mean, right, Doug? The random function doesn't work, right?
For Facebook, no.
Yeah. Shift. All right, we're going to see if we get a random. I don't think it worked. All right, well, we'll talk about pack number 2 in just a minute. I'm curious out there, who of you have been able to get to a convention or a card show?
Oh, yeah.
I just went to one this past weekend in Wayne, New Jersey. They put on a really nice one. It was really good. Okay. He's really good. Yeah, because we want to talk about that. So this is pretty cool. J5 is on the phone with a collection right now, Lou, that we're hoping to show off during the Loft.
So we could get the reveal on the collection if the deal is closed during the Loft.
Yes, and actually that's the reason why we were late, because he had me assess it beforehand. And, J5 was, I felt like he was trying to push me into a deal. I didn't really feel that comfortable, frankly. And I said, J5, do you work for us? Or you represent the other side?
It's J5. How can you not be comfortable? J5 is a soldier, man.
Yeah, no, he's great. He was great. But you could tell he didn't even realize he said it. He goes, I'm nervous. So you could just tell it's good. If he's nervous, it's something good. Potentially something good.
Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate it. He likes my shirt.
Dave Melcher.
Excellent.
Dave Melcher got the random.
Oh, the Melch got it.
Yeah.
Great. So Melch, you just got pack number 2. Before we open up pack number 2 for you, I was curious if anyone. Ken, great. So you went to the show this past weekend? Yep, I went to the Wayne PAL Center. It was really nice. No conventions in Canada. I'm sorry, Mark. But I'll tell you what, Mark, we're going to give you a BAM spot. We love Canada. We feel bad you don't have any shows. We're going to give you a chance at 1,500 this Sunday in a Break of Maniacs appreciation promo. Doug, you got that?
I got it.
So, Mark, you're not without love here in the hobby. What's up, Dano?
Okay, wait.
Yes.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Yes. So I don't know when I shut off, but I'll be right here for you.
Okay.
I won't get an official answer until 7:30 my time,
Okay.
but she feels like most likely we're going to submit out to.
And then do what we said, which is so I can even talk about what we're going to be offering.
Yes.
Great. And she's comfortable with everything. She understands.
Yep. The offer was actually this because we negotiated.
Look at the J5s.
Yeah,
He
let me
says
write
my
this
time,
down.
like you own the time. It's
Yeah.
all of our time.
And then so what? And she understands that if it's okay. Great. So we do officially have breaking news, gang. J5's working hard with this family north of the border. That's why we just showed some Canada love right there. Hey, what's up, Joseph? Thanks for joining us.
Oh, so the collection's from Canada, huh?
Yes, it is. It is from Canada. So J5, how long would you say from the point in which you got this initial contact from them? Like, how many times did you have to speak to them? How long ago was it?
It's about 2 weeks ago, and I must have been on the phone with them at least 3 times. This is my 4th.
Okay. So apparently J5 keeps his time like an attorney. My wife would be proud. He said that today was the 4th time on the phone with them. Before today was 3, in case those keeping score at home. They contacted us approximately a few weeks ago.
Yes.
And when you first started talking to them about their collection, like what was their biggest question, hindrance, worry?
What the grade of the mantle? I don't even mention it, but
I didn't mention anything. He's
Sorry,
unbelievable.
yeah.
I just said there's a trivia question.
yeah,
Scott.
sorry. So it was a question of the grade.
Okay.
They just wanted to see how much we can offer.
Sure.
And the biggest, I think, like right there at that level was shipping. Obviously, the border is closed.
Yep.
They cannot travel. We can't travel. They want to know options.
I'm willing to
Because,
meet somebody at the border if that's it.
That's great. By the way, we just had we have a border jumper / meter, Lou.
No,
But,
did you guys watch Trailer Park Boys?
No, I haven't.
Oh, they did a drug deal where they brought the drugs over the Canadian-American border with a toy train. They set up tracks through the woods and just
We'll do whatever it takes to get our
We'll do it
cards
with the
across the
cards.
border.
Yep.
We'll stuff them in toys,
be great.
bags of grape Swedish fish, whatever it takes. I don't care.
What's the
so-
conversion rate in Canada for grape Swedish fish?
I'm not sure,
Yeah.
but I bet you they're rare up there.
Yeah.
They're rare down here. When it came to them shipping to us, what did you ultimately decide on? Like they didn't walk it across the border, did they?
No, they felt comfortable into our FedEx program.
Okay.
Which I spoke about step by step. How it worked.
Excuse me.
Even with that, and they accepted to do it, they were still nervous.
Yeah.
And they were texting me, making sure they got here. Is it there yet? We're just nervous. And I told them, I understand. And as soon as they came in, I took a picture, told them to ride safely.
That's great.
And they were more calm at that point.
J5 is a very calming individual, calming agent, if you will.
I would be calm, yes. I can't believe how many people from Canada we have watching the show today. Just today. Just a lot of people.
Lou, you're talking got thousands of hits, man. We got love all over the place. I love it.
I love it.
So all kidding aside, folks, this is, I would say, for me, J5, I can't speak for you, but it's absolutely one of the more, it's probably my food, right? Tuna fish. Tuna fish. This is absolutely one of the more fun parts of the job, being a baseball card treasure hunter.
Yeah.
I would say, I was considering this. We didn't hear back from the Tito 6 folks, right? That's a different collection. To make sure. There's always a lot of action here, gang. And, for myself, I wouldn't have it any other way. I know sometimes we get a little stressed here and that, like, we really want a collection. It's hard not to get, excited because, like, at the end of the day, many of us here at the company or companies, meaning Vintage Breaks and Just Collect, and of course, shout out to Jason and Otia, are collectors. And so, it's not like, getting a contract, right, where you're going to, get 10 grand for a deal or, you know what I mean? Or you're offering some consulting service, which, by the way, there's all wonderful stuff and nothing wrong with that. But there's absolutely that, emotional and human attachment to like, these treasure hunts.
Right.
And so, oftentimes when I'll talk to J5, it'll be just off the top of my head. And he's like, damn, Leighton, how do you remember a deal like that from 9 months ago? I'm like, oh, because I really want those cards.
Yeah.
Or that collection. And so, this one wasn't that long from start to finish, as J5 just described. As you're going to see now, we're going to start bringing them into focus. The collection includes, what's up, Nick? The collection includes some vintage baseball, some vintage football, and some vintage hockey. It is a small collection.
Do you remember the story?
No, please.
So there was 3 children in the family. It belonged to their grandfather. The grandmother, after he passed away, literally grabbed random cards from the collection and put them into 3 different shoe boxes. Okay. Gave one to one, gave one to the other. Oh my God,
I remember this collection. This is insane, Lou. I remember this collection.
It really is.
So the sibling that got the shoe box, he had no idea what he had. He just went through everything. And lo and behold, that card was in there.
I know we're on the Loft, man. That's unfucking believable.
That is what a great story. Good.
I just got goosebumps from it. Listen, this is what we love doing.
Can you imagine her shuffling the cards? I mean, can you just picture that? It's enough to make you cringe.
So there's a bunch of the 52s in here, and I took these out because I wanted to look at them. They did not come loose, but so that everyone can see, if you notice the theme here, Sam, every single card in this little stack is above 311, which for those of you who do not know means that every one of these is a 1952 Topps high number. So we're just going to run through some of them for now.
That is beautiful. What a great looking card.
Good stuff for IG there, Dougie. Just make sure you get our good angle,
The good angle.
All right. Randy Jackson. What's up, Connor?
Randy played with I'm blanking on the band now.
Former Brooklyn Dodger Chuck Jessen. By the way, folks, if you want to see the story about this collection and literally hundreds of collections that we've bought in the past, dozen years, check out our blog at justcollect.com/blog. Hey, what's up, Bobby?
Everyone's
Joe Black.
That. Yeah.
Billy Meyer. Joe Nuxall, who is not an easy high number. I think he's 406. Yep, look at that. How you doing? That's how you know you have a problem. When you remember the card numbers of non-Hall of Famers. Like, I'm gonna just drop in and check myself in. That's really a problem.
That was pretty impressive, actually.
Well, I do second to last card in the set. I just had to think for a second. How many in 52? It's 407. Eddie Matthews is last. Forest, Maine. And so some of these other cards here, as we're going to go through one at a time, there is a few more 52 tops high numbers. There's some other fun stuff as well. We'll just kind of take this stack from here to run through these. So you can see nothing is high grade. You know, they're generally low to mid grade.
Yep.
A couple minor stars. Certainly the high numbers doesn't hurt. Then you're going to get into some 60s. I just grabbed a random selection from the collection. It's not huge, John. What, 100 cards maybe or less? Yeah. Bobby Shantz. So there's a few more of the 52s.
Rocco asks a good question. Are you going to chase down the other two boxes? Because you got leads.
I figured that'll what we'll be doing shortly after this is dealt with. So here's some of the other 52s. I thought I grabbed some of the hockey. Oh, that's all right. So there's some 1960s hockey in there. Ralph Houck, Johnny Hopp, Frank Shea. So you can see we have Hank Bauer covering up the prize of this collection. And I'll tell you, man, when you get images, J5, how many? I mean, at this point, Mark, welcome aboard.
Thank you.
So Mark is new. Mark is so new. When he came in the other day, I asked who he was because we're hiring people like, with these interviews over the phone, and we now have a new person named John that works for us. So John, officially, his new name is J5 because we have two Johns. I can't handle that.
J5B.
We're very proud to say we're growing as an organization. If you're looking to, join a growing team, hit up J5. Maybe, just maybe, he'll get your resume to the right people. But we're happy to have Mark. And the reason why I bring him up is because we just have so many leads. We have a lot coming through our website at justcollect.com. We have a lot of people who call us. We have referrals that come in. And we got to grab some hockey. I mean, we got Bobby B on here. Can you please go grab some hockey? You're killing me.
Before you go on, we are definitely busy with a lot of people reaching out to us. The initial contact you sent was to S10. S10 got the pictures for us, and then I made the initial.
So you want to talk about good teamwork? See, look at that. I thought J5 wasn't going to say anything. I didn't know. So Lou, I don't know if everyone heard that. Hey, Chris, you joined us at a great time. This is how proud, I am as an owner. It's not easy to find good people, and it's not easy to find good people who want to work together as a team, right? Think sports. You got a lot of great talent. You got to get that talent to work together and mesh. Yep. So we actually, as much as we love Sam, we didn't give leads to Sam recently because we love him, and we love him. But we gave him leads out of necessity.
Yep.
And the reason being is we were just getting killed, not being able to get back to people in a timely fashion in regards to whatever the case may be. Here's an evaluation. We love it. We hate it. You want to come to a card show and meet us, hang out, whatever the case may be. So we started having Sam be involved. Then we realized Sam didn't have enough time. Lo and behold, Mark somehow found us. I still don't know, but we'll find out. Without exaggeration, 50 to 100 inquiries a day? Now, understand, guys and gals, most of those are either I have 80s and 90s and I'm rich, or I think I have this 53 tops mantle. Oh, it's in archives. Of course it is. Yep. So believe me, it's not like we're batting 750. And, it's more about the front end. All the work is going through the leads. And to be fair, and this is why I'm so thankful, I remember not that long ago for Just Collect, where every single precious lead that would come in would be just that, would be precious. We didn't know when the next good lead would come in. Right. And so now at a point where we're growing, Lou, and just really proud of the team and the work that we've done here. And a special shout out to Jam Graphics, really with them leading like the back end of being the website facilitators for us.
Yep.
So anyway, before we get to the prize of the collection, because I know we have some hockey fans, there is some nice hockey here. A 60 tops Bobby Hull.
Very nice.
I love these. These are the all-time greats from the 60 set. I just like the style they did them in. Yep. You didn't even give me you did give me the loose one? So how crazy is this? Where is it? Oh, you didn't give me the loose one. There was a loose. Is it loose right here? There was a loose rookie of Jean Rattel, former Ranger. So here's a little bit more hockey. Nell Stewart. So you can see it was just a total random smattering of cards.
What are those?
What do you call these? These are a premium back. I'm drawing a blank on it, Lou. Bobby will know. Bobby B, if you're in there. Hey, what's up, Jeff? So check this out. This card came in not even in a holder. Like he's an all-time Ranger great.
Look at Jean. Yeah.
So these are just some of the loose cards. I mean,
And Bruins, by the way.
Yeah. Well, I like to think of the Rangers, Lou. Sorry. So this was kind of neat. This is
Bobby says York peanut butter. Those
York peanut butter. Yep.
Okay.
He's 100% right.
Thank you,
this is CFL football, which I got to be honest with you. If Randy Duncan walked down the streets of the U.S., no one's going to know who he is.
Yeah, I know, right?
And frankly, I don't think in Canada either, actually. Yeah. It's pretty cool that there's some Canadian football. And then these are really rare. There were some CFL post cereal cards.
Oh, nice.
So someone in Canada was eating their cereal, saved them, and now they made them down here. J5's Bella.
How many cards all together?
If I had to say how many cards, J5, 100 or a little less?
100 and a little over 100.
Little over 100.
Very nice.
All right. So we first get the image, and J5 asked me about the Hank Bauer. No. All kidding aside, here is the reveal. It is now a fresh find, straight from Canada, revealed here live from the Loft for the first time ever. Careful, folks. It is not high grade, I warn you. But nonetheless, she's real, and she's here. 52 tops. Mickey Mantle, number 311.
Nice.
Straight from Saskatchewan. By the way, I have no idea. I just like saying Saskatchewan. It is? Oh, that's really funny. I think he's just playing along, honestly. J5's pretty good at this.
Yep.
But nonetheless, it's got obviously heavy creasing. It's still got not bad eye appeal. You probably can't tell how badly it's creased from, the photo.
I can see it a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, you can. It's still got, listen, it's in one piece. Do you know this thing looks like they literally folded it up and they put it in their wallet?
I know. That's what I was thinking.
So I know Chris is staring at me. She doesn't really know much about cards other than that we have a lot of them, right? Yeah. So to give you an idea, this card in terms of condition looks like someone put it in their wallet, sat on it, and then forgot about it for about 45 years. And it's still worth approximately no less than $15,000 or $20,000.
Oh my God.
Isn't that unbelievable, Lou?
It is.
So special shout out to Sam, the J5, the entire Just Collect team, working together to bring in an amazing, fresh to the market collection. How do you not love coming to the office when there's a fresh 52 mantle?
Yeah, you get a new 52 mantle. How good can it get, right? Rocco, let me know what you think that will grade.
It's either going to grade a 1 or an authentic.
What are the steps about? I mean, you probably don't have it offhand, although maybe you do. What's the steps on a mantle 52 from grade 2 to grade 3 to grade 4, so on?
Sure. So, I mean, roughly speaking, Lou, before we get into the numbers, I want to educate the audience on the 52 mantle. Yeah, the color is solid, Chris. Very good point. Let me take this eyeball off now. Something to keep in mind when you're pricing out a 52 mantle is, yes, the grade is important, but believe it or not, the centering is almost as important. And what I mean is, no, if you have a 7 versus a 2, it's not close in price.
Right.
But this is what's interesting, Sam. If you look at the prices of like a 2 that has really great eye appeal, and then like a 3 or a 3.5 with, let's say, not so great eye appeal, but still earn the technical grade of 3 or 3.5, I've seen in some cases the 2 sell for the same, if not slightly more than the 3 or 3.5, because that's how valued the centering is on that card.
Wow.
So we're very excited about it, very proud.
You never know when you show up, right?
Nope. I mean, we're working on leads right now. Literally, I said, J5, you work on that Tito 6 collection? And he said, No, Leighton, remember I told you the family's got to discuss it? I said, no, dude, the other one. The guy he had like 50. He just contacted us the other day. Do you have some other news? Because I see you with a piece of paper. All right, he's not making it up. I want to see if we can show that off without revealing their name. No, we really can't. Yes, we can. So J5 is not making this up. This is our lead form. Oh, yeah. This is our lead form. This is where they were from.
Saskatchewan, Canada. Is it spelled right?
I don't know if it's spelled right. I mean, if you put that on me, I would lose the collection if that was.
No, there's just no way. But I'd be very impressed if that was spelled right.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, is that going to Crosby?
Oh man. So I mean, first of all, Julie wouldn't believe me if I said we were giving this to Crosby. She'd say, "Sure, where are you keeping it?" Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, with my stuff, I'm just managing it for him. Like I'm his manager. So really excited about it. Super proud of the team. Anyway, I thought that it would make a super fun reveal today for the show. J5, if I could give these back to you to put away. There's the one stack, and before you guys said goodbye to Mickey, here's Mickey one more time.
Beautiful.
Really cool. But, you know, you never know when you look at those images. We've seen cards that we think are real, and you get it in, and, like, it's very obviously a computer copy, but you wouldn't know until you saw it in person.
Right.
So I know J5 was like, late, you know, it feels real. And I said, it feels real? Like we'll talk about that another time, about what exactly you did to feel the card.
So let me ask you this. With the pause at PSA, for example, does it open the door for some sophisticated, you know, shenanigans here with cards?
Meaning?
Well, you're going to have to do transactions now without being able to get the card authenticated by PSA.
Well, no, we can still get it graded, Lou.
Yeah.
PSA is open to submissions that are $300 and higher.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to get that mantle graded.
And the turnaround is, well, you can do it, obviously, because you guys are professionals, but someone buying a mantle like that, looking at that, not knowing whether it's real.
Oh, no, they would be very nervous and candidly, you know, like depending on what kind of stomach you have, you might have to run to the bathroom. So anyway, hey, what's up, Derek? What's up, Jeff G? There was some cool hockey in there. We're definitely going to be giving out a few cards from that collection to the community.
Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate it.
Bobby, that just cracked me up. So I do want to open up the second pack for Melch that we said he just won this earlier, right, Dougie? Yep. So you're going to put that on IG?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I got a picture of it, too.
Great.
Yeah.
Good.
It's basically look at what you showed off.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. Sounds good. All right, here is pack number 2 for the Melch.
I can hear Bobby's message right now. Not only do I read it, I can hear it. It's in my head.
Of course.
It's in my head now.
So, Lou, I'm going to go back to this part if we could.
Chris says there are some good sites that show you how to tell if it's fake. Look at the black border, the white box with the name on it, and the back of the number of the card red.
Yeah, you're definitely right, Chris. I think we even have some verbiage on our own website about the 52 Tops Mantle. It has its own page at justcollect.com if you search under players and sets for more information. But there's absolutely no replacement for experience.
Right.
Meaning, you know, you just see that card in your hand, and if you've been doing it for a long time, you've had dozens of them, you just know. And so for those that don't, Chris makes a great point. There's a lot of wonderful information on the web that you can seek out.
And Acuna, very nice.
Shane the Beebs.
That's two good cards in a row. Nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Marcus working on this.
Oh. Can I show that off? I mean, it's not like anyone knows. So this is like just another little J5 just came up to me because he felt we were bored. He said, by the way, Mark, who just joined us like 72 hours ago, he's working on a quartet of Gretzky graded Beckett rookies.
Wow.
6.5s and 1.
I mean, like, there's never a shortage of material, that's for sure.
Kevin says need to have it, and is it real or is it fake segment?
I can't. It's like there's like literally 3 things I'm trying to answer at once. I think that would be great, Lou. Gavin Lux rookie. Let me finish up for Melch, and then I want to talk about something. Oh, this is cool. Crusade.
Good pack right here.
Yeah, no, this is nice. Shogo Ayakama rookie, silver. Oh, this is not. I like these unparalleled cards. They look nice.
2 Acuñas in that pack.
So I forgot the names of the 2 folks who asked me for my help, but like I've been contacted by like attorneys before for like insurance purposes or settling like a divorce. Like, hey, the guy says he doesn't have anything. Meanwhile, can you assess? Like we think the guy's sitting on hundreds of thousands, whatever the case is. So I had never been asked to do this before as a mediator. Someone asked me recently from the Vintage Breaks, if you could hit the thing, Lou. Someone asked me from the Vintage Breaks community, would you consider being a trade mediator for us? And I said, sure, like depends on what you're trading.
Yep.
And I was hoping they were thinking cards. Let me just write this down. This is for Melch. So I think it was a Jimmy Brown rookie. Maybe they won it from us. I wish I remembered the other card. They wanted to ask me if I thought it was a fair trade. So I did my research. I copied them both because I didn't want it to be where, I'm getting greased on the one side, I needed to be a good mediator, take it very seriously.
Yep.
So I gave them my information and what I thought. I thought one of them, like, and this happens often in cards. It'd make a great segment for this show or for any show, really, card related. Not every $2,000 card is created equal. So I think the cards are worth like a few thousand each.
Yep.
So I said, hey, they're similar in value, but for whatever it's worth, this card's trending up and the other card's kind of flat at the moment.
Right.
But I was happy to say that, not only did they pull it off, but like they told me, hey, Leighton, we're done. We did figure it out. We did, consummate the trade. And so I would say, Lou, if we want to get some people on here in the future, I think that would be a really fun thing to facilitate, is having 2 folks who are, maybe like they've been pre-qualified and that the values are similar.
Yep.
Maybe they're going to do a deal. Maybe they won't. But I'll tell you what I'll do, Lou. I wish I had time today, but we're almost out of time for today's show. I'm going to bring a card from my collection that probably no one's seen for, I don't know, potentially years.
Right.
And I'm going to offer it up for trade.
Okay.
But once again, trading it out to try to get something for myself that maybe you wouldn't really sell, but for something special, you would trade, something in your collection.
Right. We'll put it up a few days before the show. People can submit, and maybe we'll get some of them on. And let's go work for the History Channel. I'm all for it.
Lou, you get us that gig, baby. I can only imagine what the green room looks like,
Let me yeah, I know. Can you imagine?
Petty fours galore.
Let me ask you this, because I used to dabble in insurance adjusting for a while. Long story. But do you get calls from insurance companies and adjusters about valuations on cards in collections that are lost in, floods, fires, that type of thing?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do.
Yep.
And then it's really funny because, most of them are pretty easygoing and get everyone in that, everyone, once in a while who like doesn't quite get it. They're like, but I see it sells for $73,000 on eBay. I'm like, that's 10. They're like, this looks like a 10. I'm like, it's not a 10. If you think it's a 10, you get a grade with PSA. They're like, but I have another card that I think. I'm like, listen, here's the thing. I got to go play in traffic.
Yep.
I'm not going to be able to help you. I can sense this. Because
you're being pulled into a war between the insurance company and the insured anyway. They're already upset at each other. So
listen, absolutely. And, I was saying this to someone earlier. I'm like, because, he had an 86 Fleer set. And, I was really pushing him towards getting the Jordan graded and the sticker graded. And he said, well, it's kind of hard. And I said, I know. But I said, you seem like you really want to just know. Forget about the dollars and the sense of it. Just do it up front and then call me when it's done. We're still happy to buy it.
Yep.
But nonetheless, the market is constantly moving and changing. So we talk about here on the Loft and everything in between. It was a really fun episode today. I hope for those of you that are able to, you're getting out there to conventions, to your local card shops. And now, listen, I want to drop a bit of at least how I feel. Try to remember when you're going out to these places, even like the simple little hot dog stand, which, by the way, the hot dog was vile at the Wayne place. I mean, very nice people.
Yeah.
I gave them a tip. But you got to remember, a lot of people have been, whether it be out of work or furloughed or uncertain about their future. So if you can bring some business to your local convention or bring some business to your local shop, buy a kid a pack that you don't know just because, right? All that kind of good stuff, that hobby love. it will really go a long way, and I'm confident it will pay you back in spades.
Yep. And everyone,
so those are my parting words for today, Lou.
Make everybody happy, get your toe back in, and just go out to hit one of these card shows and move some money around.
Yep. So that is today's show. Only because Ken asked. Seriously, ate the food there. So first of all, hot dogs are pretty internationally known, right? Yep. I didn't get the bacon cheeseburger. I didn't get chicken parm.
Yep.
Short of getting a bag of chips, a hot dog is a hot dog.
Right.
I understand they're all different. There's this Hebrew National. There's soubrets. I get it. All I'm trying to say is I kept it simple. I didn't get relish. I didn't get onions.
Right.
I got ketchup. Which don't judge me. I know some people only like mustard, but
we do have to talk about that. No ketchup on
I eat both, Lou. I don't judge. I eat both. But not at the same time on the
the only thing worse than ketchup on a hot dog is ketchup and mustard on a hot dog at the same time.
No. And I love Sarah, our former nurse for Crosby. We miss her dearly. When we would go out and order sandwiches for her, after a while I would stop asking because I realized she wasn't fucking with me. I said, hey, so what do you want on this turkey? She's like, everything. I'm like, no, I know. I'll say everything. She's like, no. She's like, just make sure they also put on mayo and mustard. I said, you mean mayo or mustard? She said, no, I want mayo and mustard on the sandwich. I still can't say it without cringing. It's really gross to me.
It's not as bad as ketchup and mustard, though.
Ketchup and mustard together?
Yeah.
Ketchup and mustard together. Did you ever have ketchup and mustard on a burger?
No.
I'm not saying it's great, but it's not like eating ketchup and it's not like eating mayo and mustard on a turkey and cheese sandwich. Oh my God, it's so gross.
I'll give you this one. I went to a couple years ago. I went to a Russian roast beef sandwich shop.
Russian roast beef sandwich shop? It sounds like it's an underground poker club.
No, it was run by Russians. It was great. The roast beef is always good. It's well known in the area. And somehow in the communications mishap, I ended up with both barbecue sauce and mayo. And so wait a second. I just shook my head and I just took it and walked away. It was great. That's the way I order it now.
Really?
Mayo and barbecue sauce. Yes.
Lou, you know what? It sounds like I need to get up your way and just live life.
You can try it out, right?
Listen, thanks to everyone for joining the Loft today. It was a lot of fun. Great to be in the office. Great job to the Just Collect team for securing that amazing collection of the 52 mantle. The team coming on is going to be Samu. You're leading off. Sam and the gang's going to now take over for Vintage Breaks North and give away the prizes from the Loft today and a whole bunch of other goodies. Stay tuned.